Hi, my name is Glen with Advanced Micro Devices, and we're here at Siggraph 2019 in Los Angeles, having a great time. We're talking about ProRender in particular with the event this year. And really what this is about for us is democratizing rendering. So you guys are the ones who do all the cool stuff, and for us it's just how do we help you do that? So the big thing for us is how do we get rendering capability out of the hands of just experts and into the hands of everybody who's in the workflow so that they can take their ideas that are in their head and that they can get them onto their screens and they can see them sooner so that they know, hey, what I'm working on is the right thing and this is what I imagine, and hey, this is perfect, so I can continue doing what I'm doing. And so we've done a host of things this year that are new. So the first thing that we've been talking about is full spectrum rendering, which takes you from rasterization right through to fully path traced rendering. On the way, you do rasterization plus ray tracing, which we call hybrid rendering, as some people say real-time ray tracing, but that of course is not just ray tracing there, it's hybrid of rasterization and ray tracing. And then we have what's called biased rendering, and so that's essentially using techniques like AI denoising so that you can get right to skip to what the image should look like. It's not the completely accurate image, but it's pretty darn close, so it allows you to do your look development so you can see what you're doing quicker and make sure that, hey, you're on the right path and you can keep going. We're also working very closely with developers to make it easier to integrate ProRender. We're doing that, and in fact, anyone who's a developer who's listening right now, we really encourage you to go to amd.com, ProRender for a developer page. You can download our SDK. All you have to do is a click through to say, yes, I'm not going to take it to production. And then you can start working on your ideas and then you can go to your boss and say, hey boss, I think I've got a really good rendering idea here and I could use ProRender to do that. And then, if that makes sense, you guys can come to us, we'll sign a software licensing agreement, and then you guys can go ahead and do your rendering. I mean, that's what democratization is all about, is giving people access, and then they can go and take their ideas and do great things. So that's the big thing for us at the show. We've got ProRender 2.0 that's coming out. We'll be demoing it, we're actually demoing it here today, but we'll be giving it to developers in the fall, and then turning it to production shortly thereafter. We have a host of new applications that have adopted ProRender. Of course, everybody knows Cinema 4D, so that's been out for a while. They've got R21 now. We have a company called Instalod, which actually is right behind us here at the show, great booth. They're doing it in their Studio XL. We have Moto that's adopted. We have a couple of architectural engineering firms that have adopted. And then we have a whole host of others that are working on adoptions right now. And one that we're really excited about that's somewhat public is where SolidWorks for Visualize now has ProRender in it as well. So that'll be coming out at some point soon, but the beta is available, which is great for anybody who's doing set development. You guys can work on your sets and then you can visualize exactly what it is. So those are the big things that we've got. We've got a couple other partners on the booth. We have a company called ALI, which is based in Japan, that's doing blockchain rendering. And so essentially what that is tokenizing your workload and then sending it up into the cloud and having it come back as something that's really fast. Great, completely accurate render. Turntable, for example, of a car, which would normally take something like 30 hours, they're doing in about 10 minutes. So it's actually really productive for everybody and super easy to use as well. Just take your file and off it goes. Those are the big things. We're really excited about it. You can learn more about us at amd.com. Look for ProRender, look for Radeon Pro, look for Radeon. Also on the CPU side, check us out there too. Thank you.